Hey Margie, how are you?
Hello, Gwen, my
Love to
wonderful
have.
producer. My producer is so awesome. She does it
Thank
as a
you.
hobby and she should be doing it professionally, but because of health reasons, she can't.
There you
So,
go.
I am so proud of you and you do an awesome job.
Thank you. I love
And
the hat,
guess,
girl.
thank you. It is my witch's hat, my most recent purchase of the witch's hat, because guess what?
What?
Ooh, it is
Yeah.
October. And that means it is the spooky month.
There
But
you go.
before we get into all the fun stuff, let's take just a moment to step back and remember to keep everybody that was in the path of Hurricane Helena, us
Yes.
included, um, in our thoughts, in our prayers. And God is good. He spared all of us. And our house has 3 leaks, and we have a cedar tree in our pool. But our 2 little doggies and all of our family and my husband and I are safe.
There you go.
Some people were not so blessed, and they have met there. It's been over 200 people in the path of Hurricane Helena to pass away. We were without power from Friday until Tuesday night. I've got a friend, Jimmy. He's also an author,
I was
and
thinking about it today. Yes.
yeah, he got his power back today. So I
Yes.
think
Good.
12 days that he and his son did not have power. So just keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers. And also, Hurricane Milton is going to wreak havoc on Florida. So keep those people in your prayers as well.
Yes. Please.
Thank you to all the linemen, all our police in 96, all of our firemen, um, John Carter, Lynn Young, Jason McClendon. So many people got out and helped. Clint next door, our neighbor, he came over and helped to cut the tree. It's still over the pool, but he got some limbs off. And just so many people. The Southern Baptist Association, Disaster Relief, Pastor Chuck Sprouse, First Baptist Church, Temple Baptist Church. So many people took care of each other in our little town of a little over 2,000. I think the last census there were 2,037 residents.
Oh wow.
Everybody came together. We were waiting on Duke Energy and other trucks that I saw from Canada, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. I hope I didn't leave anybody out, but we had trucks from everywhere cleaning up and repairing and restoring our electricity. Now, our community came together, and Mayor Brown made sure that everybody was coming together, and he was helping organize and orchestrate everything along with our police chief. But we all gathered together. Um, whether it was picking up little limbs, whether it was checking on other neighbors, whether it was feeding other people, taking them supplies they needed, water. We never were without water, but a lot of people were. The people
Yeah.
on Wales did not have water. But our community came together, and within less than 48 hours, not within 40 hours, less than 48 hours, we had everything. I'm not saying we, the people who did the tree removal and all volunteers, civic workers, everything, everybody came together, and all the roads were ready for the power trucks and linemen to come in to repair everything. I am so proud, and I'll get a little emotional about how our community came together and helped each other. And Lee and Matt, they had a tree to fall on the car, and Matt was out there with his tractor, cleaning that up, making sure that
Yes.
road was clear. And he's with the National Guard. The National Guard came and brought meal packets and everything. I mean,
Good.
everybody answered the call. Everybody. And those who could did the heavy work, and those who couldn't prayed and helped people who were shut-ins or didn't have water. So I just couldn't go without saying that. So many people we needed each other. We relied on each
Yes.
other, and we all answered the call. So
Yeah, and I was
96
down here
South
trying to
Carolina.
help too, some.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know. And when I went over to Lee's house, and I'm talking about Lee Triana Terry Brown, and she is the owner of this network that our show is on. And I went over to check on them, and Matt was cutting the tree down and all. And I told Lee, I said, have you heard from Gwen? She says, not yet, not yet. And I said, well, I know Gwen's probably going crazy because she can't get to you, you know. And,
I got to her. You know me. I got to her.
Well, that's what I was going to say. And as soon as I got that out of my mouth, the phone rang, and Lee goes, "This is her." So she ran in the house and took the call. So, so everybody took care of everybody, and that's the way. You know that song, "This is how we do it," and I do not own the rights to that song, and I'm not a singer or performer. So, but that is 96. We may not always agree on everything politically, but I'm going to tell you, there were no politics involved in this. We depended on each other and made it happen. And then I look, Lake Lure and Chimney Rock, North Carolina are two places that my husband and I like to visit, and it will forever be changed.
Yes.
It will forever be changed. But thank you to everybody, and thank the good Lord above that we didn't get hit as hard as a lot of other places.
Exactly.
But my cousin Cheryl Baker Phillips, she has a little dog named Kite, and Kite is a rescue, search and rescue and search and recovery dog, and they're up in North Carolina now. Everybody has different talents.
Oh yeah, I got to say, I live in Lawrence County, and they did an excellent job. I was blessed. I don't have any major things. My parents had a big tree fall on their porch, laundry room, and ramp, but it did not hit the house part. And my parents are good. The roof looks crazy, but it's getting there. And I got to thank anybody in Lawrence that helped.
Well, I sent you a few pictures. I don't know if you got enough time to download them or not.
I didn't, but I'm gonna try to share them, like screen share. I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah, that'll be fine. So y'all look, we've got a few pictures, not a lot, and we had a pecan orchard, 96 Pecan Company. They lost a lot of their orchard, and that is their livelihood. So, yeah, there was a lot. There was a video. I didn't take pictures of that. I took videos. I mean, my eyes were watering so much, and I was literally cried when I saw it, because that has been a staple in our community for decades. I'm 58 years old, and as long as I can remember, those pecan trees have always been there. And yes, we're in the South. It's pecan. It's pecan. So
I actually can't find them. I don't know where they are, but tag them. Okay.
It's all good. Nope, Charlotte and John Murray, and everybody who came to their rescue and helped them save what they could with the orchard as far as the irrigation. John posted something on Facebook. He had people come and help with the irrigation and the trees and everything. And that was a big thing. So it really is going to affect them as well. And y'all remember your small business owners. The big box stores, like they said, they're going to have everything you need and get what you need. Of course, don't stop shopping there. But remember the mom and pop stores. One example, and this is a good segue into our Ghost Walk. This coming Saturday, October the 12th, is our 7th annual Ghost Walk. We've sold very few tickets because I know other people, everybody has other priorities, and I get that. But we are going to still have our Ghost Walk, rain or shine. It is $15 a person, or 2 tickets for $25. And we have live street theater, where we start at Howard's on Main in Greenwood and go all the way down to the Greenwood Museum. It's about 1.5 blocks, 2 blocks at the most. It's an easy walk, and you're entertained. They have benches along the way as well you can sit on. But y'all remember, if y'all don't have anything to do this coming Saturday, that's my husband. He just came in from cutting trees from the storm. He's still working with a FEMA project as far as.
I wasn't sure if it was that or something else. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, he's real. Okay. He's real. And he just turned around and smiled and giggled. But
you saw me look.
But yeah, He's working with a FEMA project with a Carter Trucking, who has done so much for this community. I mean, they were there. He has 18 wheelers up there. He has
Yes.
his equipment up there. And John Carter, we appreciate you. And my husband's been helping with that project. So they're still working, clearing trees and everything. But I think everybody in 96 now has their power back. If not, it's only a few who do not. But anyway, I just keep going back to the hurricane
Feel
because
bad for
it was
them.
so profoundly destructive, you know.
Okay.
And it was like a category 3 when it was over us. I can't imagine a category 5. I mean, I couldn't fathom. It takes me a while to wrap my head around when I see on the news now North Carolina and parts of Tennessee. But there's still people missing, and there's still search and rescue and search and recovery efforts going on. So keep all those people who are working to help these families. I saw posted on Facebook today. I don't remember who it was, but somebody, I think it was I think it was Anna Cooper, Brandon's wife. Brandon is one of the shaman and part of the paranormal group.
Yes.
But they're in the upper part of the state. But they said one of Brandon's friends lost his parents and 10 other family members. So a dozen family members are gone.
Oh
So
man.
y'all for family and prayer as well.
Hey Margie, hang on one second. Let me ask something. Hold on.
Oh, it's all good. So while she's got me holding on, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Can they still hear me? I can't hear you now. She disappeared. So anyway, the Greenwood Ghost Walk is this Saturday, October the 12th. We have departure times of 5:30, 7 o'clock, 8:30, and 10 p.m. So we'll have live street theater. We have people who portray the spirits, and you learn the history and the mystery of Uptown Greenwood. And we're also going to have some visiting ghosts from Edgefield, 96, and Newberry, as well as Greenwood. So I hope you guys will be able to come. You can Venmo to get your tickets, or if you're locally located, could they hear me the whole time, or was I just talking?
They could hear you. I was trying to find out how to do this. Yeah, I was trying to find out how to share.
It's all good. It's all good. I was filling
so everybody
in.
could see your ghost walk.
Yeah, there's some ghost walk pictures that I sent to you at last minute because our telephones and our internet has still been fickle since the hurricane. So
then some. Yes.
yeah, everything's last minute, and I apologize for that, but it's beyond my control. But yeah, you can find the details out on the Uptown Greenwood page and discover Greenwood. And there was an article written recently at Old 96 Tourism.
Yes.
So if you guys want to check that out, that's great. These tours are based on the stories that are in the 2 books that I've already published, and the upcoming book, because I'm going to have 4 to 5 different towns in the next book. So I'm excited about that.
That's awesome.
But this Saturday, October the 12th, it's only 1, 2, 3 days away. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days away. We start in Uptown Greenwood, South Carolina at Howard's on Main, and we walk down to the museum, and that's where it ends. And we have a soldier, we have a train conductor, we have the flower girl, we have Rebecca Cotton from Edgefield and other ghost stories. And we have actors and actresses that will portray those spirits. And it is amazing the job that they do. And then at the very end of the Ghost Walk, we have a local author, Litriana Terry Brown, and she will be there with some characters as well from her books. And So we have the Apparitions of Abbeville, the Ghost Stories of Uptown Greenwood book. We'll have that when you first start the tour. And then at the very end, Letriana and her husband, Matt, who just had 2 books released, 2 or 3 books released. I know 2. The Pocket Ghost Hunting from the 19th century or 1900s. What's the title of it, Glenn? And
Mine
then
is
the other
lagging.
one is
Mine's-
about grading, but Matt and Letriana Brown are both authors, and they will be at the very end of the Ghost Walk, so that I will welcome you and take you on the Ghost Walk as your tour guide, and then I will leave you with them to go get the next group, and they will entertain you until it's time to go. So it lasts about an hour and 15 minutes, the walk does. But if you've never been on the ghost tour, the Ghost Walk, the Greenwood Ghost Walk, it is, this is our 7th annual. So it would have been 8, but we didn't do it the year of COVID. And we did a small one 2 years ago, but we still did one. But please, 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 if you don't have anything planned, please come and help support this effort for tourism in Uptown Greenwood, and you learn the history and mystery. This is not, let me tell y'all this. This is not like Freddy Krueger. It's not a haunted house. It's not blood, gut, and gore at all. And I see your message, Gwen. Yeah, it's lagging, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can still see you and I can still hear you in real time. So it's all good. But this is not blood, gut, and gore. If you're coming expecting that, you're going to be not experiencing what you think. But you won't be disappointed. This is history and mystery of the South Carolina Lakelands. And these actors and actresses, they really get into the portrayal of these spirits. The Flower Girl, Rebecca Cotton, the Soldier. I mean, it's phenomenal. I can't even describe it. But if you've been, we'll have some new ones, some of the older ones and some of the new ones, the ghost stories. So we always try to add 2 or 3 each year so that we can keep it not exactly the same every year. So I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Again, it's $15 per ticket, or grab somebody and bring them with you and you get to save $5 because it's $15 each or 2 tickets for $25. You can Venmo at Marjorie-Blaylock, or you can go to purchase your tickets at the Vampire Penguin has moved from Uptown Greenwood to Scoops and Cups on the 72 bypass. You can get your tickets there. You can pay cash, check, or Venmo there. She's not able to take cards there for this particular ticket, but you can use your card to get your coffee and ice cream. Hey, let me tell you something. Scoops and Cups, you go in there, you can take your kids or your grandkids. They can eat ice cream while you get freshly ground coffee, and it is delicious. She has sugar-free options as well, and different flavors. And my husband just likes his coffee black, and that's it. And he said that is some of the best coffee he's ever had because she freshly grinds it while you wait. So they have ice cream. They have Vampire Penguin desserts because Vampire Penguin is now part of them. And they have, it's a coffee shop as well. So if you've never been to Scoops and Cups, it's right beside Ashley Furniture. If you're looking at Ashley Furniture from the front, from the bypass, it's on the left. It's on the other corner. Ashley Furniture's on one side, and Scoops and Cups / Vampire Penguin is on the other side. And also, you can get it at Uptown Shoppers Market with Christy Cheek. If anybody knows, it's right across the street from the Dixie. Everybody knows where the Dixie restaurant is. Used to be the Dixie Drive-In. Now it's the Dixie restaurant. You go in there and we always get a Dixie cheese half and half. So I have to give a shout out to them. This delicious food. And they've been there since the 40s or 50s, I think the 50s. But right across the street from them is Uptown Shoppers Market. It is a market that has different booths from different people. And if you want unique gifts, fashionable, classy, football themed, or cocktail party dresses and sundresses. They've got all kind of things in there. They've got everything from antiques to, like I said, fashionable shoes, earrings, jewelry, costume jewelry, and all. And they even have Clemson and Carolina shirts in there that are really classy. They don't look like t-shirts, you know. So it's a upscale women's clothing, and it's also antiques. And you can go in. Sometimes you can find those little antique elves that I like so much for Christmas, and they have all kind of things in there. Anything from antiques to upscale women's clothing. So Uptown Shoppers Market, right across the street from the Dixie, and they're open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, and they close a little earlier on Saturday. Go in there tomorrow or Friday or early Saturday morning and get your tickets for the Greenwood Ghost Walk. Hey, people have called and said, look, we're kind of short on cash, so we get paid on Friday. Can we pay for the tickets when we get there? Absolutely. Show up at 5:30 or 7 o'clock or 8:30 or 10 o'clock p.m. Show up for one of those times, and you can pay when you get there. Now, you can pay Venmo or you can pay cash. Those are the only two options on Saturday if you just walk up and do it. And we're going to be like right in front, right around the corner, right there at Howard's on Main, where the corner is. And I think the Sugar Boutique is there.
Mhm.
And it's where Vampire Penguin used to be. And that's where we're going to start. You'll see our table, and it's $15 a person, or 2 tickets for $25. If y'all know anybody at Lander University, the students are back, then they always love it. The students always love it, but I haven't heard from any of the students this year, so I don't know if they're back in or not. I think they are. But tell your friends, tell your family that nobody's going to jump out at you with a chainsaw or anything like that. This is history and mystery. It's great for kids, you know. We say 8 and up, you know, because if they're younger, you can bring a stroller or whatever. They just won't understand it, you know, because they're so young. But yeah, we say 8 and up. But it's phenomenal. I know it's my event, but the actors and actresses are phenomenal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they are. I don't know if you can even hear me, but they are.
Yeah, I can hear you. Your
Okay.
face is, I can hear you in real time. Your face is just kind of warbly. So what you got going on there, girl? You got all kinds of spiritual stuff going on.
No, LS96 Wi-Fi, yes.
I know, right? But yeah, so if anybody has any question, type some questions in. If not, that's fine. Now let me give you my phone number, and you can always go back and replay this and get my number. It's 864-321-2695. And I am Marjorie Linnell, author Marjorie Linnell, and storyteller. But you know, my name is Margie Blaylock, but Marjorie Linnell was my given name, so that is my pen name for my books. And for Hourglass Tours. And tomorrow I get to take a group from a local assisted living, and we are going to do an Abbeville shuttle bus ghost tour tomorrow. So we do all kinds of tours. We've got an 80th birthday that we're doing a tour for in November. So this is going to be one big commercial, I guess. But Hourglass Tours, we have a 12-seat shuttle bus, and if you need a tour guide, if it's a tour, then there are 11 seats available, because I have to legally keep a seat for me as well. So it's 12 seaters. It's a 12-seater bus. And we do everything from like somebody contacted me today and said, hey, I want to get a group up to go to the state fair. Can you do that? Yeah, we can do that. We can do a tour from here to Columbia to the state fair. We absolutely can. So we can do things like that. And we've done an 8-year-old birthday party. They ate pizza and birthday cake at their house. I picked the girls and their chaperones up, and we went to the Hodges Festival. And then on the way back, they played Taylor Swift music with Glow Stick Party, because it was dark on the bus on the way back home. So we do have lights in there too, but they wanted it dark. So we can do all kind of things with Hourglass Tours, and I appreciate everybody who's been supporting the endeavors of Hourglass Tours. You guys are helping my dream come true, and I think that storytelling and um, tourism and things like that, it's a calling for me. So I love tourism. I love to show people around, tell them and teach them about history. And I learn every tour. I learn something new from people who are on the bus. It's very interactive. So but this coming Saturday, we only do the walk-in tour once a year, and this year it's October the 12th. We are going to do it rain or shine. So if it's raining, just bring your umbrella, because what we walk under, we're covered from Howard's on Main all the way down to Thayer's. And then when we cross over, no pun intended, when we cross over the street to where the Oregon Hotel used to be at Main and Maxwell, then we go from there all the way down to the museum. So you're covered under a lot of awnings and things like that. So if it's raining, don't worry. If it's thundering and lightning, we'll just delay it a little bit until the storm passes. But I don't think they're calling for any rain or anything. However, wear comfortable shoes. It's not that far of a walk, but if you're not used to walking, that distance, then you might want to wear very comfortable shoes. And it's going to be cooler than it is today, Saturday evening. So dress in layers like your jacket or coat, maybe some gloves if you get cold easily. I'm so hot natured, I will not be wearing a coat, even if it's cold. So, but yeah, if you haven't experienced the Ghost Walk, please consider it. You can show up again at 5:30, 7 o'clock, 8:30, or 10 p.m. We're doing 4 different departure times. And we start near Howard's on Main at that little corner in front of Sugar there. It's a Sugar Boutique. That's the name of it. At the fountain where the mermaid usually is, the topiary mermaid. And then we go from there all the way down to the museum, and that's where it ends. So the Greenwood Ghost Walk, the 7th annual, it is put on by Hourglass Tours, LLC. And we have always had the support of the city of Greenwood and Uptown Greenwood when we do this. And we have, again, this is our 7th one. So we
And
are
it's
excited.
good. It's very good. Yeah.
Oh, well, we are excited to see you guys. You can take all the pictures you want. You can do whatever you want. We kind of don't want you to do video just because a lot of these actors and actresses, either I've written the scripts or they've written the scripts. And if they've written the scripts, a lot of times they don't want you videotaping, but you can take as many pictures as you want. But yeah, you're in for a special treat just to see the actress that does Rebecca Cotton and the Flower Girl and the
Is she the same one from last year? Good. She's cool.
And
yes.
It's live street theater. And like I said, our prices are very reasonable. And we feed the actors and actresses that night. And we just want to make sure, and a lot of them just volunteer and they say, no, we just like to do it. Let's do it, and bring some people to Greenwood. But yeah, it's just so different and it's just so neat. And to hear and learn the history through live street theater is just, I love it. If you like going to plays, if you don't like going to plays, if you like spooky stuff, if you like history, and like I said, it's not blood, gut, and gore. I think the most gory story is that of Rebecca Cotton that she portrays. But you won't see any blood, gut, or gore or anything like that. She just tells the story and she becomes Rebecca Cotton, and she's just awesome. All the actors and actresses are awesome. Our train conductor, our Mr. Friendly, our Rebecca Cotton, like I said, the Flower Girl, Nicole Quinn is so talented. She is a local musician and songwriter, and she sings, she plays the keyboard, and she's also a real estate agent. But her passion is utilizing her talent. And when the very first time she did the Flower Girl, she says, I am not an actress. I said, yes, you are. And she says, no. And I said, yes, you are. And I said, just read this for me. And I had written the script for the Flower Girl. And she has perfected it. Do you hear me? She has made it more than I would ever imagine. And it's just, as you can tell, I'm getting excited. I'm getting chills thinking about it because it's just so much fun. I
It's
like it
good.
to act and stuff. Yeah, I'll be your
Yes, you
tour
do.
guide. I won't be doing any portrayals or anything. I will just be your tour guide and telling you stories along the way, because we'll have actors and actresses portraying some, but then I'll tell you some other ghost stories as well. And it's all from the Ghost Stories of Uptown Greenwood, the book, and also the book, The Apparitions of Abbeville. Oh, and I've got to thank, I cannot not thank everybody. In August, I set a goal to sell 100 books on Amazon, or the ones that I had here in stock. And we sold 102.
All right. Good.
And I said, you can buy the children's book. If you're not into ghost stories, I'm okay with that. I have a Christian children's book, Can I May I Please? And I sold those. One guy, one of my classmates from high school, my husband and I graduated the same year. And we have a classmate named Robert Turner, and he bought 15 books on Amazon of the children's books for his grandson's class. And I told him, I even called him personally and talked to him, and I said, look, I said, thank you so much. And I said, can I come and speak to your grandson's, your grandchild's class, and as a visiting author? And he said, let me have my daughter call you. So she got in touch with me. She actually texted me, and we set it up, but because of the hurricane, we got to reschedule. But yeah, so opportunities like that to go in and read that book to them. And when I do read it to them, I tell them, I explain to them and teach them what an author is and what an illustrator is.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the back of that book, there's 3 blank pages where you can, once you talk to the class, and I'll say, okay, there's 3 blank pages. We don't usually write in books, but these pages are for you to write your own book, your own story, or either illustrate your own book. And then there, right before those 3 blank pages, there is a gift page. It says this book was gifted to, and you fill in the name of the child. And then it says from, and you fill in your name. And then it's a little place where you can write them a little note, so that they can keep it forever. And then at the very end, it's the Colossians verse. I don't remember which one, but it's the numbers of it. But it's children, obey your parents, for it pleases the Lord. So that is my children's book. And then I've gotten 2 published out of 8. I'm going to have 8 published. I'm contracted for 8. And the first one is Ghost Stories of Uptown Greenwood,
Mm-hmm.
and Apparitions of Abbeville. And this next book is going to have Newberry, 96, Edgefield, McCormick, and even people from Lawrence have contacted me. So we'll have 4 or 5 different towns in this next book. That's why it's taking so long to get it out. It was slated to be out by October 1, but it's going to be after the first of the year, because it's going to be a lot of different stories. So, but yeah, this coming Saturday, it's only one day a year. This coming Saturday, October the 12th, is the day. You can show up at 5:30, 7 o'clock, 8:30, or 10. Now, it is limited for each one. So if you want to get your tickets ahead of time, you can. And at Uptown Shoppers Market, across the street from the Dixie Drive-In, the Dixie Restaurant, or at Scoops and Cups / Vampire Penguin on the 72 bypass. It's across from Walmart, a little further down. It's between Walmart and Wendy's, and it's on the side of Wendy's, over there beside Ashley Furniture. And you can pay Venmo or cash or check, but they can't take cards for that. So,
Well, I hope it goes good, and I will do my best to be there. I'm supposed to be.
oh, yeah, you're supposed to be there. And yeah, but we're just so excited about that. Again, keep everybody in. Can you play one of the videos? There's 2 videos.
I'm gonna try. So give me 1 second. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. These are from TikTok that we did. just to show you some advertising videos. And she's going to try to pull those up for you. These are all pictures on the video from ghost walks in the past that we've done. Some pictures are from 96, some pictures are from Greenwood, some pictures are from Abbeville, because we've done ghost walks in all those places.
I do not think it's playing.
It's okay. It's okay. Little glitches like this after a hurricane. We're just thankful we have internet, and we're thankful we can do the show. But I am going to,
Yeah.
she's going to try to play them. She's going to try to play them. So if you can interject them in there, do we need to sign off now and then you try to interject them, or do we need to wait and see later on? If not, you can go to Hourglass Tours LLC on Facebook, and you will see the videos there. There's also my number again, 864. Yeah. Well, let me give you my number again. You can text me. You can get tickets from me. Call me or text me. And if you call me and I don't answer, leave a message and I'll get back with you. Or you can just text me and say, hey, I need this many tickets for this time, and I'll reserve your spot for you. Just tell me your name that's affiliated with the number, and how many tickets you want and at what time. But it's 864-321-2695. And you can rewatch this video and rewind it and get the number. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. And what time does Letriana's show come on?
7 o'clock.
Okay, at 7 o'clock, again on All Access Network, you'll see Family Spirit International with author and paranormal investigator. And she's on the show Repossessed on Hulu, is Dr. Letriana Brown and her husband, Matthew Brown. He is a Professor Matthew Brown. He's also in the United States Army National Guard. Well, he's in the U.S. Army, actually. But yeah, so y'all, you're in for a treat with her shows. And she takes you to places you never thought you'd ever go. And it's really neat, very educational, very insightful. And it's just phenomenal. So at 7 o'clock, tune back into All Access Network. Gwen also produces that show and does a fabulous job with it.
Thank you.
So, hey, let me tell you something else too, before we go. You too can have a show.
Yes.
You can have a show, and you're sitting there going, like I've got a friend that's a horticulturist, and he's a master gardener, and I think he's going to have a show. And he's also an author.
Yes.
But you do not have to be an author. You do not have to be a storyteller. You do not have to own your own business. You can just talk about, let's see, what have I got here? Oh, makeup. I put some eyeshadow on a while ago. If you know how to put on makeup and you want to do a show about it, hey, go for it. And I mean, any subject. If you're a Sunday school teacher and you want to share your Sunday school message with everybody, hey, you can have a show. If you are a florist or a flower arranger, whatever they call those, a flower arranger, you can have a show to do that. If you like, my show is History, Mystery, and Sweet Tea. Every week except this one, because the hurricane kind of threw us off and shook us. But it's history. You learn the history, you learn the mystery, and then you find out who's got the best sweet tea. Now, since this week, we're going to do a runner-up from Miggs of 96. They were the runner-up to the 96 Cheeseburger House for the Sweet Tea Award. So we're going to give them a Sweet Tea Award as well. Because there were it was only between 2 and 3 different votes, and that, so yeah, so I think they deserve to be up there as well. But Miggs of 96 is going to get a Sweet Tea Award. We find out who's got the best sweet tea. So History, Mystery, and Sweet Tea. I love that show. I love the title. You do a great job. And thanks also to I've got a coach from high school, and also an English teacher from high school. One has passed that used to keep in touch with me, but Audrey Henry in Newberry, she was my librarian and she used to teach English. She even taught at colleges and everything. But she keeps up with me, and Cheryl Browning, my volleyball coach and track coach from high school. They both keep up with me. And Dana Gravely, he's passed on, Lord rest his soul. But they always would keep up with me and encourage me. And Miss Henry always encouraged me to write. And last October, I was able to speak at my alma mater, my high school alma
That's
mater.
awesome.
And they also purchased books. So, hey, if you're a student at 96 High School, you can check out Ghost Story books.
There you can.
And we're also doing a trip with some high school kids this year. Last year I got to speak there, and this year we're going to do a tour with them. And so I'm really excited about that. So the opportunities are opening up, and the people, they really support you. The ones who really love you, they'll support you and root you on from the stands. And so thank you all for that. And my daddy, Leroy Chrisley, he has volunteered. He has kept the scoreboard for football up until a few years ago when they got the new press box. He can't climb those stairs because he's 85 now. But a week from this Friday, on October the 18th, at the 96 High School home football game, my daddy will be inducted into the 96 School District Hall of Fame. They have 10 recipients and that will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know if it's recipient is the name, but honorees. But you either have to be like a coach, a former student, faculty, staff, whatever, and they only choose one out of those 10 from the community. And my daddy was chosen.
That's great.
And he has kept the scoreboard, not only for football, but he can't do that anymore because of the steps and stairs. But last night he did the girls volleyball. He keeps score for the girls volleyball and the girls softball and the girls and boys basketball home games. So he's still doing that. He was doing that when I was in high school, and I've been out for 40 years. So I know it's been over 40 years that he's volunteered, and he's 85 now. But his name is Leroy Chrisley, and he will be walking out on the field with one of the 10 inductees into the 96 Hall of Fame. So I'm so excited about that.
Me too.
So he's already in the town. He's already in the town of 96 Hall of Fame, but this one he's going to be. And one of my coaches, Cheryl Browning and Beth Miller, are a couple of the other ones, and Ronnie Sullivan. He was a track coach as well, and he's a artist and an art teacher. But he also is still teaching in Abbeville, I think. But that's 4 of them right there. I don't know all of them, but I do know those. But anyway, so I'm excited about that. I had to share that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But we are going to sign off now, and then in about 15 to 17 minutes, Letriana's going to be coming on at 7:00, and she owns we're under her umbrella, under the All Access Network, and she is the owner of Family Spirit International, and she is a multi-book author. And she just recently, she's Dr. Letriana Brown now. I have to remember to say that, but we're proud of her, and she's done great works. But she will be coming on, so I encourage you to watch her at 7:00. And thank you, Gwen. And I will see all y'all Saturday night.
Yep.
Just call me or text me, and I'll hold your spot and reserve you a spot at the Green.
You guys have a good night.
Good night. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Get your